Hi guys, Happy New Year 2020. New year, new decade. That means it's time for you to make money on eBay. If you clicked on this video, you probably want to know how you could make money on eBay in the beginning with absolutely spending no money. I've wrote down 10 easy ways for you to flip on eBay to get inventory with absolutely no money. The first thing you're going to want to do is to look around your house. Yes, look around your home. I know you probably have clothing from last season, maybe a couple of decades ago that you haven't worn. There are toys, probably old movies, books, textbooks, your husband's collection of like G.I. Joe toys, or I don't know, just things like that. Those are the things that you could sell on eBay. So I would look at your home first. Things that you could sell on eBay I just mentioned were clothing, shoes, houseware, books, kitchen appliances. I tend to stay away from appliances because sometimes they don't work, but you can still sell them. Just make sure you're honest with the customers. Let them know that there's anything wrong with the item you want to list that. So look around your house first to get free inventory, in which it didn't cost you anything. I mean, if you bought a sweater 3 years ago and it still has a tag in the closet, you never wore that sweater, you could definitely sell that item brand new on eBay because it was just collecting dust. There's someone out there that will buy it from you. The second thing you want to do is thrift from family members, coworkers. Um, Especially this month, this is a time people want to clean out their house. They want to get rid of old inventory. They want to clean out their basement or their attic or their closet. So you might just be honest with your friends or coworkers, say, I'm starting a new eBay business. I don't have a lot of money up front. I would like to look through your pile of items that you're going to donate. Sometimes, you know, it's not it's not like you're begging people for money. A lot of times, if you want to succeed in life and you want to move your business up, you're going to have to put your pride aside. You're going to have to promote your business. You're going to have to let people know, because no one's going to ask you unless if you tell them. So be honest. If these are your friends, your family members, or coworkers that you're close with, then you should not feel a certain way or feel shame you're going to be judged by them because they're your friends. So just say, before you donate these items, could I just look through them? Start a business, and I would love to just take a few items, and I could just list them up on on your eBay store. Because honestly, these items, they were just going to toss them, either throw them in the trash or just donate them. Why not ask them for those items, and that way you could sell them on your eBay store and make money, which this didn't cost you anything at all. The third way for you to make money, now this is a little bit different. Not a lot of people have credit cards. I have credit card, and it depends on which credit card company you have. I know Capital One and Discover, they give you cashback Visa cards. So, for example, my Discover card for the month of September through December, if I was to buy anything at Target or Amazon, I would get a percentage back. And that added up quickly. I mean, within the 3 months, I was able to get $20.25. And you have the option of, they just send directly to a PayPal, or they could send you a check. And that money, guys, you could take that $20 and go to a Savers or a thrift store. And it's not going to cost you anything because this is money that you have accumulated from shopping, and this is extra change that you could take to a thrift store. To be honest with you, you don't need no more than $20 to go to a thrift store. I know there are hundreds of videos on YouTube that are showing people with carts and stuff. I'm telling you, $20 is what you practically need to go to a store. By the time you walk to the front store, middle of the store, the item you're looking for is in those sections. So there's no need for you to spend $300, $400 at thrift stores, because you have to remember, you want to buy really low, practically free, to make a profit back. Number 4, this is a new one for me even. Finding free ad listings. Now, Craigslist was very popular a couple years back. People still use Craigslist, but now the thing that's really popular is Facebook Market. Facebook Market is somewhere you want to look. There are communities that they do yard sales, and they have things that are left over. So depending on what part of the country you live, now I'm a New Englander, so right now there's really no yard sales going on. It's too cold. But Facebook has yard sales year round. So maybe if you're in the northern part of the country, maybe towards spring or summertime, you want to look at these communities that are having yard sales. A lot of times people will just have things that are just on the side curb and they don't want to throw it out. They'll just put a free listed. You could just check that out. I would start out with your community first and then take a road trip with one of your girlfriends or your husband or your children. Just take a road trip and just collect free items that are on the curb. And look on Facebook. Before you want to take a drive there usually people post these ads. There's a phone number. Just call the person, let them know if the item is still available. You're going to pick it up. I'm going to give you guys a little safety hint here. When you're calling these people that have these free listed items, never let them know you're bringing someone else. Just let them assume that you're coming by yourself, just to protect yourself. You never want to go to these places by yourself because you don't really know where you're going or if the item is even available. So that's just a little safety tip, little safety head for you guys. So number 5 is resell items for friends and family and neighbors. So we talked about number 2 for thrifting for families. So number 5 would be to actually have, if you have a friend who's into like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, designers. There are hundreds of designers out there that are worth a lot of money that we don't really hear too much of. But if you have a friend who buys expensive clothing or, they wear expensive shoes and bags, and if they get tired of these items, tell them, hey, I could sell this item for you. Always make sure if you're selling an item that's valuable from a friend or a neighbor or a coworker, if it's more than $50, please do a contract so that you're safe, the person's safe. You don't want to lose a friendship over a bag. And be like, hey, so I could sell this Louis bag for you. I'll take a percentage of 20% or 30%. You guys sit down with each other, work out what's a fair deal because, your friend did spend a lot of money on this bag and maybe she's not using it anymore. It's just sitting there collecting dust. And, sometimes she might want, maybe there's a new bag that they want to buy. People who buy these bags are people who make money, but sometimes even wealthy people are always looking for a good deal. That's how they're able to keep their wealth because they buy things when they need it. They don't just buy it because, it's what everybody else is wearing. So yeah, so if you have a friend who loves designer clothes, maybe they're in like electronic person and love they have to get the new iPhone 11 or they have to get the latest iPhone watch or computer or laptop, ask those people if the old model, could you sell it for them and give them a percentage? And maybe they could take that money and buy even a better model than what they had before. So selling for friends, what you want to remember is to always make a contract for you and your friend. Be honest with your friend. Let them know that this is for your eBay business. You don't have any money up front, but this is how you're going to make money by selling items for people. They get a profit, you get a profit. So you guys both end up winning. Number 6. Now, we talked about the Facebook ad. Number 6 also is Facebook yard sales. Now, you could look for communities. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be the same state. It could be different states. And they usually do like these little community yard sale groups on Facebook. You have to join the community group and they let you, come in. And then, every group has different themes. They might want to, maybe in the month of February, they want to sell shoes. So whatever shoe you have, you'll just post it on that posting and you guys get tons of view. Everybody makes a profit. So you might want to look into that. Trying to find Facebook community groups that have yearly yard sales. Number 7, now this is kind of a little bit out there, but if you're starting an eBay business and you don't want to spend any money or have no money to spend, these are the steps that you're going to have to use to get creative. So number 6 is saving coins for cash. So I'll give you guys a little bit of tip. This is how I do it. When I get paid every 2 weeks, and who uses cash, right? Nobody uses cash, but around on the weekends, I like to go to the thrift store. So I'll probably take out like $20, $30 from my paycheck. So then I'll say, okay, if I have $2 or $3 left or, 75 cents of change, I'm going to put it in a cash drawer. So I have it a little cash canister, right? So then and I'll say I won't touch it for next 6 months. So in 6 months, what I'll do is I'll cash that money, and it could be $100, 200, it could be $90. You have $90 now to go to a thrift store. That's a little bit extra money for you to go out shopping. So those are creative ways for you to start saving money, and you could use these change to buy items at your local thrift stores or yard sales, or wherever place you go to get your inventory. Um, Number 8 is find a part-time job to be able to make money in order to start your business. Now, depending on where you live or what season it is, you probably want to look more for gig jobs. Now, if you live out in a city, it's probably easy. There are people who are consultants. They travel year-round. They need someone to walk their dog, water their plants. They need someone to just, make sure that all their mail, if they order things at Amazon, is being put in their house. So find these gigs jobs. These people have to trust you. You have to have a clean record, but then you have to show them that you're a hard worker. And when you get these gig jobs, you can tell these people you're doing this as a side business for you to start your business. Who knows? You might even find someone who's an entrepreneur who travels around the world and maybe gives motivational speeches, or maybe you might find someone who's a business person themselves. That person could even be a mentor for you potentially. So you never know where you're going to lead with these gig jobs. But if you live out more like in the countryside like I do, I live in New England, but I'm like out in the suburbs. It's like all country here. So for me, a part-time job gig would not work out, so I would have to be a little bit more creative. Maybe I have, some neighbors that I know travel year-round and they have pets. I could babysit their dogs while they're away. Relatives that travel that have kids. My, friends who have children, maybe you can babysit for them while they travel and stuff like that. So you have to get a little bit more creative. Or you might even put some ads up on Craigslist or Facebook, or, just free posting that. Maybe you could host a party for someone. You can have someone do the decoration planning. You want to find a quick gig part-time job. You don't want to find a part-time job that you have to go into every week. You're looking for something quick to get money quickly, so that way you could continue on with your business. Number 9, now please don't laugh at me. Number 9 is cashing in cans. I mean, who cashes cans anymore, right? But people still do. Now, I'm not a big soda drinker. I don't drink soda, but what I do drink is carbonated water, liqueur. So those do cost money to buy. Like, it's not that expensive, but they do charge you a deposit fee. So, if I'm going to I think there's like 6 to a package. So if I'm going to about 3 to 4 packages in a span of 3 months, that's change that's being added up. I could take that change, add it into my jar, and that way, when the 6 months come in, I could cash out and get more money. Number 10 is have a bake sale. Now, this one, if you are a church member, you have a good relationship with your pastor, and you're active in the church, you might be able to have a bake sale in the church, and be honest with people. Let them know that this is for you to start your business and you want to do a bake sale, and give the pastor initiative. Like, give them some type of, some type of thing that they feel like, because they're going to let you use their hall, and then, you're going to have all these, all the church members are come to church. So you're going to make some good money there, right? So let's say if you did a bake sale and you had $200 out of the bake sale, which is easy for you to get on a Sunday because people usually get hungry after church. You say 10% of the 200 will be donated into the church, and they can do whatever they want with it. So, again, this is just going, using your resource that you have. Now, at your job, you could ask your manager or your HR. It might be a little bit different because most companies do not allow people to sell items within the company. But what you could do is you could probably just, get a few of your coworkers' emails and just send them an email. Hey, I could bake you some cookies for your family's movie night, or maybe their kids do soccer practice. Now, you want to be careful. We're cooking for little children because a lot of kids have peanut allergies, all sorts of, problems. So you want to make sure that if you are going to do a bake sale, you put exactly what's inside the ingredients. So that way, if this coworker is going to bring chocolate chip cookies for the girls' soccer team or son's soccer team, they know what's in the cookies. There's no guessing. Everything is labeled. That way, nobody gets in trouble. So, but yeah, that's another way. Just let them know if they have parties that they're doing. You could bake cookies for them, or you could bake a cake. These are creative ways for you guys to start your eBay business in 2020. I really hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting these videos out every week. Just to just to help other people out there. Also, subscribe to my Instagram. My Instagram postings is going to have weight loss, beauty regimen, thrifty shopping, biblical inspiration, because I am a believer, and motivational, just to get you guys going. So make sure you sign up for that too. I hope you guys learn from my 10 steps. I will be putting these steps on the side of the screen, so that way if you guys want to write them down, you can. And please definitely email me, ask me questions. There's no wrong answer. And I have a lot of videos on how to start an eBay business. This is just to start an eBay business with absolutely no money. These are some steps. So once you get the money, whatever the goal is for you, if it's to start with $300 or $400, that way you have money to buy yourself maybe it's a computer, a printer, poly bags, things like that for you to start your business. Okay, guys, this is going to be the year for you. I know it's going to be the year for me. But bye, guys.